Hey, good morning, Facebook friends. How's everybody doing? It's Monday. Gosh, what date is it? Monday, February 26th. So welcome. I'm just waiting here as a few of you folks jump on with me. It's a beautiful day here in Southwest Florida. Hey, Sharon, nice to see you. I hear the weather's pretty balmy up north, 6 degrees or something like that. So looks like spring's in the air wherever you guys are. So yeah, post an emoji. Hey Josie, how are you? Just post an emoji. Let me know how you guys are doing, and thank you for tuning in. And hey, Miss Beautiful Barb, it's so nice to have you here. I'm outside, so you know my notes are blowing around. Hey Adriana, how are you? I hear the weather there is nice in Collingwood, not so great for the skiers, but hey, you know what? You get what you get, right? So we got to be thankful for what we have. So it's Monday morning, you guys, and I like to do my Facebook Lives on Mondays because I think Mondays get a bad rap. Yes, Mondays get a bad rap. Fridays, people are coming around, they feel good. The weekend's approaching. Saturday, we're relaxing. Sunday, we're relaxing. Sunday evening, people are getting tense because what? Monday is around the corner. So that's why I want to do my Momentum Monday Lives to show people that we can create whatever week we desire. And a friend of mine calls this the Etch-a-Sketch effect. So you can just wipe out whatever happened last week that you didn't like, or if you had a great week, you celebrate it. And today is a great opportunity to create whatever outcome you desire. So I don't know what that is, so you decide. You get to decide that. So again, thank you for tuning in. And some of you may notice that, okay, actually I'm going to talk about that in a minute. I wanted to ask you a question, and you can post in, I don't know, what do they call that? The chat? In the text? Whatever. What is it that brings you joy? What is it that brings you joy? I was coming back from the gym. As you can see, I still have my workout gear on. Coming back from the gym, and I was thinking about, oh my God, it's 11 o'clock. I gotta go and I gotta do my hair, and I just got my hair cut. Yeah, So some of you looking at my Facebook Live little postcard, see my hair was down to here, and then I asked my hairdresser to trim it a little bit, and it was like, ooh, she really cut a lot off. So Michael, I don't know where you are, but I'm still looking for a hairdresser in Fort Myers. And so I was coming back, and I thought, oh my God, I have to do my hair, I have to do my makeup, I have to change my clothes because I have to do a Facebook Live. And what I want to talk to you about is being imperfectly perfect. There you are, Michael, look at my hair, okay? What happened? So being imperfect, yeah, fly me down. I would love to fly you down. Working on that plan, Michael, working on that plan. So being imperfectly perfect, you guys, being imperfectly perfect. And what would your life look like? What would your life look like if you just surrendered to whatever it is, wherever you are, and stopped worrying about what other people think? How many of you worry about what other people think? Yeah, anybody? You guys are good? Okay, well, I'm even talking to the wrong crowd. But I wanted to read you a passage that I heard at the pastor delivered at our sermon on Sunday. So it's John 16:33, and it says, I have said these things to you, that in me you may have peace. Peace in the world. No, let me do that again. I have said these things to you, that in me you may have peace. In the world, you will have tribulation. So what does that mean? When I rely on worldly advice, worldly environment, things of the world, chances are I'm going to be let down. So many of you know I'm a Christian. I put my faith in the Almighty, right? What He says goes. And so what I recognized today was I was jumping into that comparison. To me is the thief of joy. Yeah, and Barb, let me read what you say. We all have those moments, but I'm learning to let go of what others think. Yeah, it doesn't serve us, Barb. Both of you and I have been there. We've been walking this journey together. So I want to show you guys you know, my perfect environment. Okay, so hang on. Okay, this is my perfect environment. Do you like my setup? My tripod is a tiny little camera. I thought, oh, how am I going to do this? Perfect lighting. I should have the perfect dress on. I should have the perfect makeup on. But I want to show you something that is perfect. So let me, hang on, I'm losing my props. I'm going to show you something that is perfect. And that's my environment. I decided to do my Facebook Live from my patio and show you my perfect environment. This is what I get to look at every day. Oh, there's my basil plant. Isn't it doing great? Yes, that's my squirrel moment. So perfect. So I'm coming back here and thinking, oh my goodness, I gotta make this all work. And as you may notice, oh, hang on a sec, the camera's a little bit crooked. My environment is incredible. It is, Barb. So I've been watching people do these Facebook Lives, and I was a little bit intimidated to do a Facebook Live because I thought, I have to have the right camera. I have to have the right lighting. I have to have the right tripod. If I showed you my tripod, it's a joke. I bought it on Amazon for like $12.99 or something like that. I have to have the perfect hair. I have to have perfect makeup, perfect setting. And many of you know, well, maybe not many of you know. So as I'm thinking about this, I'm like, okay, don't have the perfect hair, don't have the perfect makeup. I have lipstick on, and who wants to know why I have lipstick on? Anybody? I don't have makeup on, but I have lipstick on. Anybody want to know why? Well, guys, this is, when I thought about this today, I thought, how silly. How silly was, as somebody said something to you in the past that you've carried with you, right? And this all has to do with this notion of perfection. I have lipstick on because, hey Marjorie, somebody once said to me, I don't know where I was, I had no makeup on, and this person said to me, wow, Carolyne, you know what? That shade of lipstick doesn't suit you. So hang on, just give me a sec. Okay? I still have a little bit of residual lipstick on. She said, that shade of lipstick doesn't suit you. And I'm like, what? That was the natural color of my lips. And so I was like, oh my God, my lips are ugly. I'm ugly. Without makeup on, I am not that perfect person that I should be projecting out there, because this is what we see on Facebook. Don't you guys see that? You know, when people are doing their Facebook Lives, they got the nice jewelry on, they're sitting at the desk, they're talking, they got the right gesture on. And guys, I am letting go of this, right? Because here's the thing. I know I'm perfectly imperfect. I am a masterpiece. I am God's masterpiece. He created me. And so I am letting go of what other people think of me. That doesn't mean that it doesn't hurt when somebody says something mean to me, but I have to remind myself of who I am. I am a child of the Most High. This is who I am, perfectly imperfect, without any makeup on. So today, I am giving myself permission to just be me. And you know, okay, I don't have the best haircut, at least I don't love it. I didn't have time to do my makeup. I spend most of my days in workout gear or golf gear, but this is who I am. And I'm in my 60s, and I thought I'm not gonna play to what I think other people think I should be, right? So it's fun to get dressed up, don't get me wrong. I like to get dressed up and put on nice jewelry and look like, you know, look fantastic, and especially when I'm going out with my husband. But I want to ask you, what's the foundation like when all of the outer stuff is gone? And there's a book I can recommend for you guys that really helped me. It was called The Monk Who Sold His Ferrari, about a lawyer who had what he thought was the perfect life and went looking for the deep meaning out and letting go of the external, right? Okay, so my question to you is, what's your foundation like? Do you like what you see? Do you like what you see when you look in the mirror? right? And I'm going to tell you this. I'm 63. It took me 50 years. Hey, Catalina. Hi, Cindy. It took me 50 years, you guys, until my 50s. Hey, Jana. And Jana knows what I'm talking about. I never liked the image of that person looking back at me in the mirror. I never liked it. I always thought I look and then I would pick apart all the things that didn't work. So I'm going to take this stupid headband off because it's hurting my head. And so this is my new haircut. Yeah, it's full of sweat from the gym. So when I look in the mirror, I would see all my imperfections. I would see the color of my skin, the color of my lips, that my hair is like falling out in the front. When I looked in the mirror, I didn't like, oh my God, look at, I got that Buddha belly. I can show you guys my Buddha belly. And so I'm thinking, what am I doing? I just finished telling myself that I am God's perfect masterpiece and God doesn't create junk. And here I am, the first thing that I do, the perfectly imperfect me is picking apart the things that I don't like about myself. So I wanted to just share with you guys that, you know what? You're okay just the way you are. You're okay just the way you look. I watched a Facebook post with this beautiful girl, Larnie. Larnie, this message is for you. Larnie was doing her post. She's a beautiful Filipino gal, lovely long hair, big full lips. And she said, you're gonna have to excuse me, I just woke up. And I'm like, really? You look like that when you wake up? Oh my God, she's absolutely beautiful. So, we constantly judge ourselves, you guys, and we always, I don't know about you, but I always come up short. So I want you to imagine what would it be like when you looked in the mirror and said to yourself, you're beautiful. Yes, I like what I see. You're beautiful, meaning that person looking back at you is exuding beauty. Look for the things that you like about yourself, right? Look for the things that you can pat yourself on the back for, not in a way of being boastful or pride, and just say, you know what? I kind of like my lips without lipstick on. And it's taken me a while to be okay with that, because that thing that person said to me, oh my God, the color, that color lipstick you have on, Carolyne, it doesn't suit you. And I'm like, that's the color of my lips and it doesn't suit me now. What am I gonna do about it, right? So honestly, you guys, look in the mirror. You're beautiful. You tell yourself, I'm beautiful, I love you. And I'll tell you, when the first time I had to do that exercise, look in the mirror and say those words, it was like my eyes looked down, I couldn't really say it, and then I go, oh, so Carolyne, you're beautiful, and then and it's like, what the heck is that all about, right? So my message to you, and this is this is one of my shorter Facebook lives. My message to you is do the homework. So who wants to know what the homework is? Here's the homework. It's called mirror work. And I actually now have a mirror on my desk because I spend time in front of my computer. And that mirror, and thank you, David Wood gave that to me. That mirror says, I see you. So what is it that you see? Do you see your imperfections, or do you see something that's beautiful, right? What do you see in the mirror? So Casey, let me just see what Casey says. This one just hit close to home. Last night I was asked the question, what do you see when you look back at yourself in the mirror? Okay, so Casey, this post is for you. What do you see? What do you see? I want to know. Because I know what I see. And I know when Casey and I get on some Zoom calls, some Zoom planning calls, she doesn't always have her camera on because she says, oh, I don't have any makeup on. I look awful. And when she turns the camera on, I'm like, what is she talking about? You look great, right? We are our worst critics, you guys, our worst critics. And, people, have you ever heard somebody say that, oh my God, look at that pimple on my face? And I'm like, what pimple? So we're pointing and shining the flashlight on something that others don't even see. Hey, beautiful Melissa. And I loved your post, Melissa, this morning. What color are you? I'm sort of, I think, red, but I think I'm a little bit of everything. I don't think any one of us, and this is part of what, you know, people try to compartmentalize us into these different things. If you're red, if you're a lion, if you're aggressive, if you're you're red, right? And my husband is, he's a rebel. He goes, what are they talking about? I'm everything, right? He's actually mostly blue, but that's okay. So yeah, busted. Typed your answer in the post below. Well, I'll check that out after. Ahuva Simone, I haven't seen you in a million years. How are you, Missy? Beautiful. So guys, who wants to know what the homework is? I got homework for you guys to do this week, right? So for those of you who just joined, I've been talking about, you know, embracing your imperfections and not being perfectly perfect and not worrying about, you know, how do I look? What are people gonna think? I mean, I've looked at the hair, and back of my hair, it's like flipping up. Michael, can you come down and fix that? And just having fun with who you are. Because when you take all that stuff off, like in that book, The Monk Who Sold His Ferrari, when he got rid of his Rolex watch, when he got rid of his fancy house, when he got rid of the, you know, the $5,000 Armani suits, who was the person inside? And if you can't like that person inside, then you look beautiful. Thank you, Michael. If you can't like that person inside, guys, that's what's gonna come out when you're connecting with other people, right? And that's the judgment. The judgment you impose on yourself is the judgment you impose on other people. So let's be a little bit more raw and real. Let's not worry about, well, I shouldn't impose that on you. This is me, right? Sometimes when I do my Facebook Lives, you're gonna see me looking, you know, mighty fine with the right kind of makeup and looking for the right lighting and the perfect background. And sometimes I just came back from the gym and this is what you're gonna get. And allow people to see who you really are, because there's so much judgment in the world. And then we're jealous of the person that we're seeing on Facebook who has this perfect life and everything's working and they got the beautiful inspiration and it's nicely written and people are responding to them. And I'm like, okay, good for you, but you know what? This is who I am, and no judgment against them. They've done whatever it is they have to do to, you know, to attract those people to them, right? And that's saying we attract this, you know, we are the sum of the 5 people we hang around with. So choose your posse well. And Karen, I loved your post this morning about those beautiful ladies that helped out on the coldest night, right? We attract who we are. So if you're that person that's presenting this facade of perfection, I got it all together, and you surround yourself with people who are like that, pretty soon you'll find yourself judging yourself and not measuring up. And like I'm so done with that. I'm so done with not measuring up. I'm like, okay, from my 60s to my 70s, this is what you get. This is what 63 looks like, because I don't know what 64 and 65 and 70 is gonna bring. And I know I have lived long enough with regret, long enough that I didn't have the right color skin, that I wasn't tall enough, that I wasn't smart enough, that I wasn't pretty enough, that, you know, I was born on the, I don't know, I grew up on the wrong side of town, that my friends that I grew up were wealthier than me. And so I'm done with that. I want to be happy with where I am. Yeah, what, 63? Yes. I want to be happy with where I am, what I have, what I've been gifted, because everything is a lesson, you guys. And I recognize that. I was at a point in my career where I hit a high watermark in terms of income. And I was thinking about who was I? What kind of a person was I when I hit that high watermark? And now my income has changed a little bit. It's dipping and growing and dipping and growing. And the lessons are, can I be happy with where I am? And can I not base who I am on what I earn, what I wear, what I look like, where I live, who my friends are? Throw it all away. At least that's what I'm saying to you guys. So I haven't heard from you guys. Who wants to know what the homework is for this week? For you guys, homework. Who wants homework? I do. All right, so I'm going to give it to you. Your homework. Hey, Darren, your homework this week, your mission, should you choose to embrace it, for the next 7 days, I want you guys, if you're willing to take this on, to do what I call mirror work. In the bathroom mirror. Look in the bathroom mirror. In the morning, when you wake up, and look at that person who's looking back at you. And tell that person how much you love them. Tell that person who's looking back at you, you're beautiful just the way you are. I mean, my husband says that to me every morning. Oh, you're so beautiful. And I'm like, what, did you put your glasses on? Like, what's up with you, right? And I still to this day, it's like I don't believe him. And I'm like, really? He thinks that? And so still to this day, that's the work that I'm continuing to do. So your homework, you guys, for the next 7 days is to smile, embrace the person looking back at you, and just tell yourself how precious you are, what a great gift you are to this world, how amazing you are. And I don't mean it in a boastful way, because when you do that kind of stuff, when you can elevate yourself from the point of view that you're okay, you're going to attract a whole different crowd of people, and you're going to be able to interact with people in a different way. So that's my gift to you today. If this Facebook Live, if this message has been of value to you, I encourage you to post in the text box below. I encourage you to share it with people that you know, especially for the ladies, right? I said to my Wubba Wubba ladies, I have a tip for you. Well, that's the tip, guys, to do that mirror work. And if this has, again, helped you, and you know somebody that's constantly beating themselves up and coming up short, well, feel free to share this video with them, because this is work that we will continue to do it. Everyday work, and just know that you are God's masterpiece, and He doesn't make junk. So thank you for tuning in. Thank you for listening in. I won't be here next Monday because I'm heading off to Manchester, England, to meet up with a new business partner. I'll be traveling home next Monday. So I look forward to hearing how the mirror work exercise worked for you. How did that work for you in this next week, in this next 2 weeks? And I'll be coming back and asking you that question 2 Mondays from today. So have an amazing week, guys. Love you all. Bye-bye.